So my next question is really, obviously the tech has played a key role in I'm guessing developing the management system of your business. How has that evolved over the last sort of 10, 15 years? And what was the biggest challenge with that as well?
Yeah. So, I mean, what it really has done, it's allowed us to have developed a core set of KPIs that we can look at and know where our business is going based on those individual numbers. Like if our customer attrition is higher than we like, that's a killer because customers leaving out the back door, it's really hard to replace them with sales. And so is there a service delivery problem? Is there an issue with that? If our revenue per tech per day is going down, do we have a lot of techs taking off, or like a lot of sick days, is unexcused absences, things like that like really require us to have a higher levels of staffing than we would otherwise do. So we've created this whole core set of KPIs that are going to tell us if we make small adjustments in one area, massive impacts can happen in terms of growth and in terms of profit and profitability. So we've really been able to, I don't want to say predict the future because you can't predict the future, but
Sure.
I have a pretty good sense where my business will be in 90 days. Past that, it's really like I have a goal. Like we put it on paper. We say these are our goals and such. I don't know if it's hard to read because of the blurring, but I can look at these and say this is where we're going to be in a year. A lot of things can happen between here and there. But with almost precision, I can say in a quarter we're going to be here because of the data that we have, the information, and we can make better management decisions. And then the other part of it is leadership, management, and accountability. You can hold people accountable to their numbers all the way down through your organization. So your technicians, everybody has a number in my company. Everybody has a number or a metric that they're responsible for, their own scorecard for say. So maybe it's 4 or 5 metrics. So for me, I still own some of the marketing metrics. I still own how many leads came in because I'm still the main interface with our agencies and things like that that are doing a lot of this. And when I was leading the sales team for Made Central, it was how many demos did we do of the software this week? How many of those turned into contracts? We were doing a lot of outbound at the time. So how many I owned, how many first contacts we had, all those metrics. But everybody has a scorecard. Everybody has a unique metric that they're responsible for and that they own, all the way down to technicians. So and they're held accountable to that. Now, your technicians don't need to have weekly management meetings if done right, if they can see that data in front of them. But we have quarterlies with them where we basically make sure that we get alignment with them, where we talk a lot about the values of the company, just bring it all back into focus for them of what we're doing, why we do this. And we try and drive that with technology as much as we can, but we do have to have some in-person meetings once a quarter. Once a quarter, we get together, we do a big breakfast at a local restaurant where we bring everyone together and kind of go this stuff, kind of a pattern interrupt of all the tech kind of doing it for us. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the technology has changed in the sense of driving down accountability, different layers in the business, where all the way down to technicians, where they're responsible for their quality score, they're responsible for their productivity number, and they're responsible for their attendance score. We don't hold them responsible to their efficiency completely because efficiency is a two-way street. It's how efficiently did we schedule them and how efficiently did they use the time in between. We are coming up with a new metric called non-MPT factor, non-productive time factor. This is getting maybe into the weeds too much, but it's the idea is if it said they were going to have 15 minutes of non-productive time, did they have 40 minutes? And so you'd basically give them a score based on how well they used what was scheduled to be non-productive time for the day. So if they were supposed to only be off 15 minutes, did they clock out for their lunch? If they didn't, their MPT, their score would be way off. So we're going to start scoring that for them as well. And that's going to be a metric they're going to be responsible for. That's probably 3 to 6 months away, but we're working on that kind of metric now.